My hello everyone and Wordy Reactions, where I usually review content and videos that I find interesting, then react and provide my commentary. If you would, please hit the thumbs up and like the video. Also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Feel free to hop into the chat while you're here or just sit back and listen. Whatever you decide, I want to thank you so much for stopping by. Now, I said I usually review content and videos that I find interesting and then give, my reaction, look at y'all's reactions. But today, I really just want to see if anybody wanted to stop by to talk about how they feel about TikTok going down. So, um, we were in the car on the way back from my daughter in law's birthday dinner, and I found out that TikTok has already started shutting down. And I know for a lot of people, that's just devastating. Um, Devastating because they are content creators on TikTok, devastating because they depend on content creators that are on TikTok. And I don't know, devastating because loss of hope. A lot of people were hoping to become content creators on TikTok or maybe open TikTok shops or something like that. So I really just kind of wanted to use this time to kind of check on people and see, like, how are you doing? Um, I'm really hoping that TikTok will go ahead and, come back up um, whenever Donald Trump is able to make it come back up. Um, and I did hear today that there was some talk about Donald Trump giving another like 90-day extension for the owners to sell, and so that we'll be able to keep it here. Um, but yeah, I just really wanted to know, like, how are you all? I'm not really a TikToker. Like, of course, like everybody gets on TikTok. I think a lot. I mean, most everybody gets on there. I mostly, I feel like I would feel devastated if they took YouTube down. I'm always on YouTube. Um, I'm either looking at somebody else or um, just I don't know. I'm just always on here doing my own content or looking at somebody else's content. I'm looking things up, like, so I would be devastated if they took down YouTube. Even TikTok, like, I had just recently started going to TikTok to make a little bit of content, and then I look up a lot of things on TikTok, see how to um, do certain things, just check in over there on TikTok for certain things. So I just know that it's got to be devastating. So hey, veteran broad, and never did TikTok, so I don't care. Well, okay, and I get that a little bit because I'm not on there that much, but yeah, you know what? I really like going over there to look at like food. Like, you can pop in there and see different people, doing recipes real quick. You can always get on there and get a quick like dinner idea. Just so much stuff. I never did get on there and start doing a lot of the shopping. Like, okay, I ran into a friend of mine, um, a lady that I don't see that much anymore, but I ran into her at the grocery store the other day, and she was showing me all this stuff in her TikTok cart, and she was like, "Oh, I just stay shopping. I just stay looking and scrolling on TikTok all the time, shopping. I always have all this stuff in my cart." And so people like her, like, she's gonna be devastated, you know. And And like my 15-year-old, he's already devastated. He's like, oh man, now he might not even should be on TikTok that much because he's, a student, he's 15, but you know, people are they're gonna feel some kind of way. So I was just checking in, seeing if anybody has any thoughts about TikTok. So okay, so veteran broad. So what type of content do you mostly consume? Like just YouTube and then regular um like TV, Netflix. What would you say is your favorite content? If you're still here, it's only a couple of people here. But I just popped in because I just heard about it. I didn't just hear about it. I knew it was happening, but I thought it would happen like after tomorrow. I didn't think it would happen. Um, I didn't think it would happen a day early or hours early. I was expecting to go all the way through the 19th and then whatever happened happened. But yeah, so it's kind of sad. Like I said, not necessarily for me because I don't really I don't really do a whole lot with TikTok anyway, but for the people that do. Let me see. Let me see if I can find an article or anything to see what is the newest developments with TikTok. So my son was saying like every year around the first of the year, it's always kind of like a threat of it going down. So that's probably why a lot of people didn't take it real serious. These reading glasses. Let's see. TikTok has been making several. No, I don't want to see what AI has to say about it. Because AI be telling us anything, just anything sometimes. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, the BBC. Let's look at this article. Okay, I'm back looking at your comment. You said, let's see. I do YouTube, just regular gossip news updates, even a few movies for entertainment. Okay. Yep. Yep. Man, my daughter, she's been telling me for the longest to go to TikTok, and because it is so versatile, right? She sent me this video with this one lady, and the lady does her own concerts. It'll be like, where is she? It looks like maybe she has like a room set up, and she has she looks like she's in a club, but it's just her. It's just her up there doing her own concert, singing. She'll be dressed up and everything. And I'm like, man, you really can't. And she has a lot of people. She has a lot of subscribers. Um, it'll be a lot of people that watch her. And she just stands there and does her own little concerts and stuff. And I think she said she does some other just like lifestyle. I think, what else does she do on there? Maybe some lifestyle content, but mainly her, she sings and entertains the folks, so um and on TikTok it's so much easier to get views and to get recognized. um I don't know if it will become more that way here on YouTube. uh let's look at this article. Let's see, this is an article from the BBC. When was this? Oh, 6 hours ago. Okay, so this is pretty recent. Is TikTok banned in the US? What to know after Supreme Court decision? Like, yeah, it is. Because when I get on there, it is for right now anyway. It says, sorry, TikTok isn't available right now. A law banning TikTok has been enacted in the US. Unfortunately, that means you can't use TikTok for now. We are fortunate that President Trump has indicated that he will work with us on a solution to reinstate TikTok once he takes office. Please stay tuned. So that's what. So I just read that from my phone. I don't know if y'all can see that. That's what the phone says right now that's on TikTok. If you haven't already looked it up. If you do go into TikTok, that's what it says. So otherwise, and Veteran Broad says, it never occurs to me to go to TikTok. My grandson put it on my phone for me. Bless his heart. You know what? I think it's just like people get set in their ways, because I really want to do more platforms, but I just, for whatever reason, like I made a Facebook, I made a like this same page over on Facebook, and then I have an Instagram. But unless you force yourself to just go ahead and post everything, like when you post one place, post there too, or you kind of get yourself in the habit of looking at every platform, you just don't do it. You like get one that you like, and then you just kind of end up sticking with it. But if you just came in, feel free to hop into the chat with us, and I just want to see if everybody's okay. Because the truth is, sometimes things like this are traumatizing. I mean, I'm a 70s baby. I was traumatized when they took regular TV away. I was like, what is going on? Y'all remember that when we used to have, they took regular TV away, and then they sent out these boxes that everybody was supposed to use so that they can get regular TV channels. And then I guess we kind of like migrated from the boxes, and everybody started choosing what type of service they wanted. If they, you can get whatever type of TV service that you wanted to purchase. But that traumatized me. I was like, how in the world are we not gonna have regular TV? And this is similar, but worse, because the lay person was not making money on regular TV. You got so many people who are making a living off of these platforms. So for them to just snatch it down, it does seem kind of brutal. I mean, very brutal, actually. So this article from the BBC says TikTok is set to be banned in the US on January 19th. Surprise, it already is. After the Supreme Court denied a last-ditch legal bid from its Chinese owner, ByteDance. Okay, so they denied the legal bid. Okay. It found the law banning the social media platform did not violate the First Amendment rights of TikTok. Wait a minute. It found the law banning the social media platform did not violate the First Amendment rights of TikTok and its 170 million users, as the companies argued. But will the decision of the country's highest judicial authority actually stop Americans using it? The White House says, given the sheer fact of timing, the process of implementing the law will indeed fall to Trump, who will be sworn in on Monday, the day after the ban comes into effect. Okay, President-elect Donald Trump has indicated he will offer TikTok a lifeline. So what happens next? Can Trump I can't read tonight. Sorry, y'all. I did have one margarita at dinner, so I think I'm all right, though. Can Trump overturn the ban? Okay. On Saturday, Trump said he will most likely give TikTok a 90-day reprieve from the ban. That's not me. They didn't proofread. Okay, he told NBC News an announcement on the matter would probably come on Monday. On Friday, just before the court released its ruling, he said he spoke to Chinese President, Xi Jinping, about TikTok as well as issues around trade. It is my expectation that we will solve many problems together and starting immediately, he posted on social media. And on Thursday, Trump's incoming national security advisor, Mike Waltz, I don't think this is me, y'all. And on Thursday, Trump's incoming national security, I think that's supposed to be advisor, Mike Waltz, told Fox News the president-elect was looking for ways to preserve TikTok, saying Americans' access to the platform and their data would be preserved. I don't want to get ahead of our executive orders, but we're going to create the space to put that deal in place, Mr. Waltz says. Okay. All right. Bringing in some hope for TikTok. The Biden administration has made clear they will not enforce the law. So another option would be for Trump to follow suit and allow the law to stand, but tell the Department of Justice to ignore it. That's strange. The government would be effectively telling Apple and Google that they won't be punished for continuing to allow people to download TikTok onto their devices, meaning the law would remain in place but would essentially be redundant. The law would remain in place but would essentially be redundant. Obviously, the firms might be uncomfortable about breaking the law, even if they've been told it's fine. Yeah, that's weird. And that's not too comforting for the people either. But as it would be effectively requiring them to take the president's word for it, and they won't face punishment. Yeah, that does not sound okay. Can people still use TikTok even if it's banned? If Trump can't unban TikTok, then what happens? The most likely way the U.S. would enforce the ban is to order app stores to make it unavailable for download in that region. But the Department of Justice has said the actual process of implementing the law and making sure firms are compliant will be a process that plays out over time. If people can no longer use a legitimate means to access TikTok through digital storefronts, it won't impact those who've already got it on their phones. And then, but because the app most likely won't be publicly available anymore, new updates will no longer be delivered you to users in the US, which will make the app buggier and eventually unusable. Not to mention that many updates are provided to fix security holes in the app. So if TikTok stopped getting updates, that could present hackers with millions of devices to target. Oh, wow. And it goes on to say, of course, there are ways around such a ban. There are already many videos circulating on TikTok informing users how to use a VPN, virtual private network, a way of making it appear as if you are in another region. The region of app stores can also be changed on most devices, so anyone can theoretically access apps from other countries, though this may cause other problems, not to mention likely breaking terms of service agreements. It is also possible to install apps downloaded from the internet by modifying a device, which may break copyright law and sometimes and comes with its own risks. However, the government has also anticipated so is also proposing to ban internet hosting services from giving people access to the app. So if the ban ends up taking this kind of form, it seems likely that those who are determined to use TikTok after it comes into effect will still be able to do so, but it won't be the experience they are used to. Wow. However, there are other routes available to the government down the road. For example, after India banned TikTok in 2020, it ordered internet providers to block access to the app altogether. TikTok's own lawyer told the Supreme Court that he believed the app will go dark in the US. Professor Milton L. Muller of the Georgia Institute of Technology, who filed a legal brief in support of TikTok, said the complexity of the issues means even the experts are unclear about what happens next. But he said what was clear was the impact it would have on users and the internet itself. It would totally legitimize the fragmentation of the internet along national or jurisdictional boundaries, he said. Let's read that again. It would totally legitimize the fragmentation of the internet along national or jurisdictional boundaries, he said. So then it just goes on to talk about who could buy TikTok. Okay. And then what platforms could people turn to instead? I'm going to kind of bounce through this. Let's see. Meta owned Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts owned by Google are the most natural fits for displaced users, creators, and advertisers, she says. Facebook could benefit too, though Ms. Enberg says in common with all Meta platforms, the controversial policy changes announced by boss Mark Zuckerberg could potentially lessen its appeal. policy changes. Okay, I don't know what those are. Um, so I'm scanning. Lemon 8, which is also owned by ByteDance, would have been an obvious place for people to go following a ban, but the law stipulates it also applies to other apps owned and operated by the firm. Yeah, I heard that Lemonade went down as well. I didn't even know about Lemonade. Twitch. Other potential winners, including Twitch, which made its name on hosting live streams, a popular feature on TikTok. Twitch is well known, particularly to gamers, though it continues to grow with other so is Twitch a part of TikTok? Let me see. Okay. I'm a 20-year plus retired Air Force veteran. These TikTokers should have had another side hustle with this hustle. I'm in Connecticut waiting on this polar vortex. TikTok is the least of my worries. I hear you, veteran brand. I hear you. I mean, broad. I hear you. But you know what? There's a lady that does a lot of teaching on how to create content, and she always teaches like go to all the platforms you can and put your content on every platform and learn how to monetize every platform if you are a content creator, because you can't, like over here on not TikTok, over here on YouTube, it's so easy to, well, I won't say it's easy to get community strikes, but it is pretty easy to not know that something is a problem, and then your channel get taken down. So we haven't seen the whole YouTube go down, but several, so many content creators have had their whole channel go down. Then when your channel goes down, you don't get paid. You don't even get the money that they owe you, I don't think. And yeah, you don't get the money that they owe you if they pull your channel down. And so yeah, when you're using social media as a way to make your money, you really should be on other platforms, because you wouldn't expect the whole platform to go down itself, but things can happen and they can shut you down, and then you don't have the money. You don't even have the money that you've made. That's the part that seems really, really unfair to me, is how people can make their money. You see what you've made, you see what you're accumulating throughout the month, and then if something happens and they decide to shut you down for a community strike, then you just don't get your money. And then you said if we lose YouTube, oh, it's on and cracking. Yeah, that's why I know that the TikTokers are really devastated, because I would be beside myself. I really would, because I mean, I'm always going to YouTube to look for anything. I've fixed plumbing on from just going on YouTube looking for videos to fix my toilet bowls. I just went on YouTube today from the gym so I had a workout plan that somebody gave me a copy of their workout plan. And the workout plan just said the names of the exercises. But I don't know these exercises. I was like, how am I supposed to do this exercise? I don't know what to do with this. So then I was like, I know, I'll just go on YouTube and I'll type in the name of the exercise and I'll see somebody, get a demo. So sure enough, I put in what was one of the name of them? Box squats. So I put in box squats and then it pulled up like a 25-second demonstration of somebody doing the box squat. So I was like, okay. So I went over there, got my little stuff together. I did box squats. And then it was, God, I can't remember the other one. But I did 3 of those just from looking at the workout plan that I was given and then going to YouTube and, getting the demo. So, I mean, we use it for so much, food, cooking, motivation. If I need to start fasting, I go and I start looking at fasting videos, like getting my mindset right. So yeah, I would imagine that people feel the same over on TikTok. So what's that song? Who was that? Shaka Khan. I feel for you. And I feel for me a little bit because I went over there some, but just not the way I use YouTube though. So yeah, looks like if old Trump can make TikTok come back, if he can cut some kind of deal, and I'm gonna stop sharing this because I didn't see anything I didn't already know. I just would like to know if Twitch is part of TikTok, because if they took down Twitch, that's a whole other sector of people that are on Twitch, gaming, streaming. People are on Twitch now like they're on YouTube as well. It was just like known for gaming, streaming while you game. But I think now people are doing just about anything over on Twitch as well. And this is giving that Twitch is like a part of TikTok, but I'll see. So I'm gonna stop sharing this because I think I pretty much got everything I can get from there for now. But yeah, that's all. I was just checking in to see if anybody wanted to talk about not having their TikTok. But looks like everybody is either okay or doing something else. It's a Saturday night at 11:22 my time. Let's see. What time is it in Connecticut? Let me see. Let me look that up just in case. Okay, 1 hour ahead. So Connecticut is 1 hour ahead. Okay. All right. Well, I might switch gears a little bit. If nobody wants to talk anymore about TikTok, and go to a call. The funny thing is, there was this call I was listening to the other day from Phone Calls from Prison, listening to a call with, is it Nesto? It's Nesto and Sonia. So I was listening to the call and I even wrote notes because I wanted to do this call as a throwback. And it was something interesting about this call, but I just don't remember what it was. I don't remember what I was wanting to pull out of the call. But but I do still have the call or remember which call it was. So I might go ahead and do this throwback call. And you said veteran broad. I feel that anything on the internet is iffy at best. It's scary that folks base their lives on this. You know what? It is. Then again, I guess because it's so new, like you're taking a chance on it because it's a new technology. And at some point, everything was a new technology. Like at some point, everything like TV was new, movies were new. Um, it's kind of like the gold rush mentality of something being the new and the upcoming thing to do, and kind of getting in on something at the ground level. And I mean, think about all the people that got in on Amazon when it was like easy to go ahead and start selling your stuff on Amazon and stuff like that. And it's never stopped. It's only gotten bigger and better. So you have your Amazon sellers that they took a chance. So I guess it's kind of like that. It's just, people taking a chance and also taking advantage of what's here now. And then some people will be able to pivot pretty easy. They'll just go ahead and go to the other platforms if they're not already on there. They'll go ahead and go and make something shake on the other platforms. If they bring TikTok back, then I guess they'll, people will go and they'll keep doing their content. But I'm pretty sure everybody will be a lot more conscientious from this point on, like to diversify, like you would a stock portfolio. Gotta diversify. Yeah, 12:25. 1 hour ahead. Is that 00:25 or just 0:25? But yeah, I see that you are 1 hour ahead of me. 1 hour ahead. So anyway, I'm going to pivot a little bit. I see everybody, all the TikTok people, everybody's all right. Ain't nobody devastated. Nobody's devastated. Everybody's good. Everybody's mental health is good. I see it's 10 of y'all in here. Everybody is okay. Nobody's going to suffer. Nobody's going to not know what to cook tomorrow because they can't go to TikTok and see any good. Now, you can still go to Pinterest. Pinterest is still good to find your good, meal ideas. People that are used to the TikTok shop. And y'all, what about people that have bought something from the TikTok shop and they're waiting on their, like, how does that work? I wonder how that works. I'm gonna add throwback Nesto call. Let's listen to this throwback call. I got to try to figure out what it was that I heard in this call that I thought it was noteworthy to bring it back, to run it back one more time. But if anybody wants to talk about anything, then let me know and I'll drop the link if anybody wants to, especially if you want to talk about how losing TikTok could possibly impact you. And just let me know and I'll put a link in here. Let me see. Let's go over here and listen to this call and see if I can figure out what I wanted to hear. All right, so this call is from, let me make sure it came up over here. This call is from July the 10th. And one of the calls that we heard recently, either from phone calls from prison or someone else who played a call. I'm not sure whose platform it was, but probably phone calls from prison. But I want to say this call, I was kind of cross-referencing some calls. So I went and pulled this one up and it had something that was interesting on there. So we're going to hear it together because I had taken some notes on it, but I don't have my notes right now because I wasn't really thinking about playing the call. But I remembered the video. Yeah, I hear you. Being older and more careful. Yeah, absolutely. I'm just looking at it both ways, but yeah, absolutely. Because I think about like, and a lot of people actually do 2 and 3 YouTube channels. Because this one is not as likely for the whole platform to go down, but it can be very likely for some circumstances to come up and you get your channel taken down. And when that happens, it's good to have another channel that's monetized so you can just start, putting your content on your other monetized channel. So that happens a lot, especially with people that realize how fragile, this content creation is it's great. It can be great, but it's pretty fragile because you're at the mercy of a lot of things. A lot of times you don't even really know what all you're at the mercy of. And Lisa Glaze says, hello, Lisa. Thank you so much for stopping by. Oh, it's 9:30 in Los Angeles. Wow. Yeah, I guess so. It's 2 hours behind. Yep, everything is good. I'm good. I'm just checking on y'all, checking on everybody, see how everybody is doing. As I was coming home from my daughter-in-law's birthday dinner, I was listening to a show on YouTube, and the lady was saying, I didn't really expect for TikTok to actually go down because no, that was my son saying every year they talk about bringing it down. But she was saying, I didn't really expect for it to go down. And she was over there like doing a draft or something. And she said, and all of a sudden she got the notification that it's off. And she said, then she started seeing other, some other content creators were talking about they were in the middle of their live and the lives just started shutting down. And I'm like, oh my goodness. Yep, 25 minutes after midnight. I said, oh my goodness, the devastation. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh no. No, you didn't annoy me at all. I'm glad you're up here talking because, when you go live, especially when you go live just for a conversation, I didn't really have a content planned. I just wanted to come and see what people were thinking about this shutdown. It just, I know they kept talking about it, but it seemed so abrupt. It's like, oh man, it's gone. And I know my kids, they scroll and scroll. I've been trying to get them to be content creators since a lot of these platforms have come out. I used to tell my daughter, don't just sit there and look at other people live their lives. Get on there and you do something. don't just don't just look. Do something too. It's okay to look, but put you something on there. And they haven't been as excited about doing that, but I try to encourage them to. Hi, Misty. Misty says she never did TikTok. Okay. Well, I got real YouTubers over here, which is great. Which is great because y'all won't be as devastated. I think about people like that lady, that stands up there and does her own concert. Then my daughter, she looks at this lady, who, this content that is kind of like satisfying content where people they whisper in the get my microphone. So they whisper in the microphone and then they tap and bring it up so y'all can see a little bit. They tap on the microphone. When I tap on my microphone, it goes mute. They tap on it and whisper into it. And then they tap on the screen. And what else does she look at this lady do? I don't know. They comb through hair. It's just it makes my skin crawl. She says it's like soothing and comforting. You can go to sleep to it. But I'm like, okay, I heard that. It doesn't do anything for me. But people that look at content like that, I haven't really seen any content like that over here on YouTube. But that's the type of stuff TikTok has. Like, they just have just a wide variety. It was even some content over there where people just sleep. And I think they decorate their rooms and they have all these lights, and I don't know, don't get me lying, but people do just sleep over there as well. Like, they do a little bit of anything. Just, that's the content. That's how the content goes over there. Hey, I said what I said. Oh, listening in the bushes. Okay, that's just fine. That's just fine. I appreciate it. I appreciate you coming on by. I'm going to listen to this throwback call. If you're in here and you are not familiar with the name that I just called Nesto, and the jailhouse phone calls and everything. So some of the content, or a lot of the content that I review, especially within the last year or so, has been a man named Ernest Williams jail calls. And he was married to Shirley Strawberry, and Shirley Strawberry is the morning radio show co-host of Steve Harvey. So Shirley married a swindler. He's a bona fide swindler. I don't even think I have to say allegedly at this point, because he married Shirley on top of being married to a couple of other ladies. So he's a bigamist, basically a couple times over. They even rolled the bigamy charge into his RICO. He's in jail on a RICO for lots of different types of theft by deception, theft by taking, different types of theft charges in his RICO. And then he also has some charges that he hasn't been indicted on yet, what we call SA charges over here. And what was the other one? CP, having to do with children. So he's got a lot going on, and his jail calls are on another YouTube channel by the name of Phone Calls from Prison, and the content creators over there at Phone Calls from Prison, they don't mind that we listen to the jail calls and react to them, and just kind of pick through them and see what we can find. See what all we can find out that they don't want us to know. But jail calls are public information if they are released at all. So these were able to be released, and so we're able to listen to Nesto and his mistress Sonia, and a lot of other people. Him and Shirley, they had a lot of phone calls in the first, what was it, about the first year? Yeah, the first year he was there, they had conversations, much, much more conversations with him and his mistress, though. And, him and his friends, him and his son. So, let's see. Lisa said, I never downloaded the app. I only saw TikTok videos when they pop up on YouTube. Yeah, y'all are some real YouTubers. That's pretty much me. Pretty much me. Except for I do have a TikTok, but I don't know. I've always kind of shied away from it. I think if they bring it back, though, I'm going to try to get over there. Some of the stuff on TikTok was crazy and stupid. That's how I feel. I said what I said. That's how I feel about that playing in the hair and whispering in the mic and tapping on the screen. My daughter loves it. My daughter is 25, and she looks at that lady every night. She said it's just relaxing. It's a stress reliever. And I'm like, are you serious? Are you serious? And she's serious about looking at that. I'm done posting now so I can be active in the chat now. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I just got back a little bit ago from my daughter-in-law's birthday dinner. So I said, let me get on here and see what's going on. You love ASMR videos? That's what my daughter said. She said they're soothing. Maybe I should pay attention. I don't know. I probably really need some stress relief. I have to so I try to meditate when I'm trying to like do stress relieving stuff, but then a lot of times your mind is still racing. So I try to do like the deep breathing exercises. I'll once again I'll go find a video of like some of these Buddhist monk people that really like they ring the bell and practice the breathing and practice the mindfulness. So I'll look up some of that sometimes when I'm trying to like really meditate, but then I start forgetting about meditating and then I get stressed out again. Oh yeah, he's a scammer. She said, tell it right, Kelly. Buckwheat is a straight up scammer, period. Yeah, we don't have to. I mean, he has done enough stuff at this point to where on some of the stuff allegedly is just out the window. Now all of his charges, they can figure all that out. But as far as like really just being a scammer, a master manipulator, a romance swindler, and all that, he is that, and he's proved it. He has proved it out in all of this time and all of these calls. Lisa Glaze is speaking, and no, I don't think so. Now, the temperature sure did drop today. I mean, it must be like 20 something outside right now, and it was almost warm earlier today. And now it's windy and 20 something. I kind of wish it would snow so I get to stay home another day or two. He went to jail in July on July 7th, 2022. Wow. It's if he doesn't, if they don't decide anything, that'll be 3 years of him being in the county jail in Atlanta. Too many old women on there trying to be young. You talking about TikTok? Not all women trying to be young. Hey, Nesto, Shackle, Shuffle, Walk of Shame. We still need to have that meeting. Or did you ever well, you know what? I guess just text me. Text me because I don't we left off somewhere and but we need to pick if you need to pick back up with it then we can definitely do that. All right, y'all. I'm fixing to play this call that I had found the other day, and hopefully I'm gonna figure out what it was. Oh yeah, I do need my membership is gone. That couldn't be. Oh, that's the phone calls from prison. Okay, yeah, I need to renew that one too. Okay, here we go.
In this jail call from July 10th, 2023, Nesto has just gotten back from court and tells Sonia that he still doesn't know who the victims are. This was 3 days after Nesto's most serious charges. They go on to talk about whether or not Shirley will leave him. Nesto says he was never confronted by Shirley about Sonia. Take a listen.
Oh,
Hello.
yeah.
Hi, what's going on?
Huh?
I said, what's going on?
Well, sorry, they just not bring me back from over there.
Oh,
I'm just
mm-hmm.
back sitting that fucking cell from
All damn day.
all motherfucking day, and then them niggas was stank so bad smoking them damn strips.
They were
And
smoking in there?
yeah, they be smoking out there and pulling kind of that's some kind of way. I don't know how they be doing, but them young boys tore that damn jail up. I'm talking about them niggas was getting so much time. It was ridiculous. I'm talking about they was laughing at 40 years.
What? You said they was laughing at 40
Man,
years.
them niggas was laughing at that shit when they. I told 20, no, I had to take 20 because someone said, y'all niggas, y'all going to jail.
They just don't care. What the fuck?
Man, this one, I tell you,
How was they living before jail? That's what you be wondering. Is they okay with jail?
bro,
I need that.
that shit's.
Go ahead. I'll clean up.
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to Sydney.
Oh, you
She
doing?
had to ready for work. I did her hair, so I'm trying to clean up so she
I
can.
got all the way out there. I got to get me another lawyer because I got all the way.
You said you got all the way up there. What? Go ahead. You said you got. Go ahead. Sit down. Do it. You said you got all the way up there. What happened?
I got to get me another lawyer because after this here, I'm gonna say Wednesday. I got to call down there and ask them for to see who's gonna be my first offender for this go around because we go around and see if they put their motion in for that 90-day motion, the motion for discuss. What is now what they call it? I can't even think right now.
Preliminary hearing.
Yes. Preliminary hearing and
So what case?
for the one I just went for today.
Today.
Yeah. So for the Senate actually.
You want a motion for preliminary hearing for the one from today?
Yes. And
Okay.
the bond hearing because I have to go to
I thought today was a bond hearing.
No, that's a bond here. That's first appearance.
Yeah, but it's still your first appearance. You can get a bond on first appearance.
You cannot now for that charge. You cannot get it. You can
look
it up. You must look it up.
You talking about for your charges?
Yeah.
No, I didn't look it up.
All right, so I'm gonna stop right there real quick because so in July, okay, so earlier in the year is when in this same year 2023 is when the CP charges came out Shirley was still around for the CP charges coming out. By July 10th, 2023, she had cut out in June, pretty much. And I think he said he talked to her a little bit more after she said she can't handle all this jail stuff and all that when she did all that. So that was June. I think he said he talked to her a little bit more after that. And then by now, this is the SA charges. So Shirley is pretty much out of the picture by now. And now he's got these SA charges that have dropped. So this is like several, I don't know what, about 4 to 5 charges having to do with him and a very young woman, like a 19-year-old woman. She went and he, went and talked to the prosecution after he's already been in jail for a while and everything. And then now these charges have come down having to do with her and what she says, what she's alleging he did to her. And this was somebody that he supposedly had just a whole other type of a relationship with. I think she was working for him, as well as he was supposed to be helping her with a rap career or something like that. I don't know why they thought that she can get help from him for a rap career. He's not in the music industry or anything. So, I don't know why they thought that, but that's what he says. Now, this is all stuff that he says whenever, if they ever go to trial. And whenever we hear from that young woman, this could be something totally different. Because, Nesto is just saying whatever, he wants to say. So some of this stuff might be true. Some of it might be a complete fabrication, just some stuff he just was telling Sonya to make it sound good. So we don't know. And that's why it'll be so good if he does end up having to go to trial, because we'll get a chance to see what of these things he's been talking on the phone is actually based in some type of a reality. But what we do know is that she had him charged with SAing her in many different types of ways. And so this is what he's talking about. He's gone down for not a bond hearing, but whatever the type of hearing it is, or whatever type of appearance it is. He's saying this is a first appearance or something like that. So that's what he's talking about right now. So let's get back into it.
Yeah.
I ain't been home. Been in the streets. Been in the streets. No, I've been over here for a minute. I supposed to go to Mellow House and hang out with him because I have yet to see his house. But Sydney, I had to brace her here for work today. That took all of whatever time it is. I got started at around 4. I don't know what time it is. I don't even know what time it is right now.
Do I need to call you back later then? Because you seem like you're all over the place.
No, love. I can talk to you right now. Bridget called me from California.
Who?
I was wondering when she was going to hear. Bridget, the one that be with Patty LaBelle all the time.
Oh, she heard too?
Yeah, she called me today.
Well, why
She
she
was
called
like, right. Because she knows. Remember, I was at her house. She know I talked to you, but she didn't know about the case.
What?
She know I talked to you, but she didn't know about the case.
Okay.
You get me?
Okay.
She knew about the first case. Let's say that. She didn't know about the second case. Shit like that.
Okay.
But she was, I don't know. She was like, oh my God, it got out. I said, yeah. I said, it got out.
Okay.
So I think this might be the first time I realized that she said she has a friend that knows Patty LaBelle, and her friend that's friends with Patty LaBelle knows that she's hooking up with Shirley Strawberry's husband. That's just low down, and it's the same lady that's always talking about other people are so evil and always talking about something negative. And like, how low down is this that, you're sneaking and snaking or slivering around? You just a sneaky, slivery little snake, all in the background of this lady's life. And then you're talking to people who very well might know Shirley, certainly know of Shirley. I mean, Patti LaBelle. So, and Shirley is a top radio host. And so, of course, she's going to know of Shirley. She's going to know Steve Harvey. And I'm pretty sure her friend would be talking about the fact that, oh, yeah, I know Shirley's husband's mistress. That's dirty. That's just low down and dirty. And shame on Sonya and anybody that's linked to Sonya that tries to have something to say about people just listening to this and having comments about it and saying what it is for what it is. I mean, that's just low down and dirty. And that don't make us low down and dirty for pointing out the low down and dirty truth. Oh, they just as ridiculous as the day is long.
He said, but they didn't say your name. I said, no, they think this is codependent. So.
Okay, and you trust her?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, shit. I mean, my name ain't. She ain't gonna put my name out there. That she's not gonna do. She's not gonna put my name out there. I mean, that's the only thing that ain't out is my name. Everything else is up.
Okay, so what she had to say about that?
Nothing, because she knows she told me she been lied on before too, so she know how that is when you get lied on. She didn't think it was any truth to it.
What I was trying to say was that so I got down there. I got down there and got down post fence. I'm asking her, who's my victim and what's I'm charged with? They say, oh, they ain't up to ready to dismiss me yet, so I can't see anything. I can see one.
Who said they can't see anything?
That's what she said.
When you went up there, you didn't go to court. You just stayed in the back, right?
Yeah, I just stayed in the back. I never went up.
And you didn't. Right.
It's a telephone. They put you on a telephone, and you talk to people like that. You talk to the lawyer on the telephone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I never went upstairs. Period.
And did they read it? Did they read off the victim?
No, they didn't, because she said she couldn't see it. She couldn't see nothing. She couldn't even see the warrant.
See anything?
She said she couldn't see no warrants in that time. I gotta wait for a week. The end of the week, the lawyer will come see you. No, they don't. They don't come see you. They only came to see me.
That's okay. I'll keep calling until they do.
Yeah. So I don't know what the police.
So I'll go see them. I'll go see them.
Okay.
I can go see them.
But
that I can do.
So I don't know who it is until I look on the paper. It'll tell me that
damn it.
When you pull it up.
Oh, damn it. What if I could call down there and see if they can read it off to me? Who on there? If I call tomorrow, if the clerk's office can read it off to me. Shit, your lawyer can't see it.
Who?
Your lawyer can't see it.
No, you have to print it out. You have to print it out. I mean, you're not gonna. See, they got their certain ways they can do it, but I don't know how no way to call him. So
I'll see how.
So this was also and Nesto, he's always lying. Like he's so full of lies. My goodness. And what is the point? That's what I be wanting to know. What is the point of you lying like this, sir? Because I just don't believe that they have come to him with these charges. He's gone to the extent of being pulled out and all ran down to the first what is he calling this? The first plea or the first whatever he's calling it. And you don't know the name of the person. I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. And I don't know what the point is of these lies. But yes, please, if you're here and you have not liked the video, please like the video. Also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much. I said what I said. I appreciate you. But yeah, what is the point in him acting dumb like he don't know this woman that has charged him with this? And then they having two totally different conversations. Sonya is over here trying to impress him by talking about her friend that knows Patti LaBelle. And he's got a whole nother 4 or 5 set of charges that can get him life. Like you and your friend and whoever it is, it makes no never mind, because his life is on the line. And she's sitting up here talking about she told her friend, and oh, it's okay because people have lied on her too. And where's the lie? Who's lying on you, Sonya? You are the woman. Like at this point, I think she's talking about the fact that the prosecution had said that he was going to see a woman in Florida. He had a girlfriend in Florida. Like this is before phone calls from prison got involved. This is before the phone call came out that Shirley at this point, Shirley hadn't heard any calls. She might have known about the calls, but she hadn't heard this stuff yet. It hadn't come out publicly. So, but Sonya was the woman in Florida that they were talking about, was his girlfriend, and he was planning on going to see in Florida. So where's the lie? That's another thing that always just really gets me about Sonya. She's so quick to say that people are lying on them, and ain't nobody lied on you. This is what's really been happening. So, and then they talk about it back and forth as if, they're just blowing smoke up each other's behind. It's crazy. Now this is very true, because he was at that point of believing. So thank you for saying this, because yes, this is when Nesto was really believing that she was opening clubs. He was believing she was this strong, business lady. She was able to get a hold of money from these investors. She was able to open and run these clubs and stuff like that. So that is true. And that's probably why she's name dropping, because at this time he was really believing that she had it going on like that. And then Muffin, hey Muffin 218. Hello. If you have anything that you wanted to say about TikTok, we're also having a TikTok conversation. But I had this call that's just a throwback that we had listened to a call not too long ago, and then I was doing a little research trying to figure something else out. So I remembered that I wanted to play this one. And I'm just kind of listening for what it was that I was really wanting to pull out of this call. But nevertheless, it's interesting because you get to see these old preliminary plea. Okay, thank you. You get to see all these old dynamics, how everything was playing out at the time. Sonya trying to be important, and Nesto. And see, what other thing that's happening is Nesto, he keeps telling Sonya that he's going to have to get another lawyer. So he was thinking Sonya could afford to get him a lawyer, or that she can at least do something, pull some strings to get him another lawyer. Because see, this is after Shirley done dipped out. Shirley done already told him, you're going to have a public defender for the CP stuff. The CP stuff has already happened by now. And then the SA stuff came up. So now he's telling Sonya over and over and over, I'm gonna have to get me another lawyer. I'm gonna have to get another lawyer because he thinks she could do something about it. But he's gonna find out in not too many days that she can't do nothing. She can't do nothing about no money. Oh, you never had TikTok? I thought everybody has said that I asked. So I said, well, we just got true YouTubers over here. Because I thought at least somebody was going to come and say, oh, I'm devastated. But nobody has said it yet. Yes, the joke is on him. He was singing to the choir. She didn't have no more than what he have. All she got is the money to keep these phone calls going. Okay. Thank you. I said what I said. She said CP charges came out around January 12th of that year. Yep. So, and he was really, really lucky to have Shirley like still on board at that point. Shirley stayed on board another 6 months. She stayed rocking with this madness another 6 months before she had to get off. And she just missed the SA charges coming out. Muffin said, my favorite call is when he tells her that she never did anything she said she was going to do. What date is that? I would like to know what date that is. Okay, here we go.
I'll look at it when I get back home.
Oh, where
Because
you
I
at?
didn't bring my computer. I'm at City House.
Oh, I thought you was at home.
Yeah. I said I'm in the street. It's a garbage
That's why your ass all over the damn place.
Yeah, because I was doing her hair, and then I'll start. So then she getting ready for work, and I'll start to clean up the mess we made.
And he's crazy. So, he thinks
I was
he's gonna
talking
get
to you
some
while I was cleaning
undivided
them up.
attention.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that's it. So I got out there. Everything I got out there. So, okay. What's next?
Right. I mean, shit. We don't know. They said 15 more charges. That one is fast.
Right. So, we'll see. Might came up with something today. Don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, go ahead. Throw them all out there now. And then that way, in a year's time, we can go.
But I did get down.
We'll be done in a year.
I did get down there with another guy. He said, I got my bond. I got my. I said, how much? He said, $250. $250? He said, yeah. I said, what you charge for? He said, murder charge. I said, you got a bond for $250 for a murder charge? He said, yeah.
Right. What was the circumstance behind his murder? Was it an accident?
No.
Voluntary? Shit. $250 for murder.
Yeah. Shit crazy. So,
that's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it don't matter. Because that other shit they trying to throw on you is stupid how it's going to be ridiculous anyway. We just got this speedy trial. Just hurry and get it over and done with. File for a speedy trial. Okay. Bring it to court. Because if it's in the charge room and you're going to treat me like it's an indictment, I mean, if you're going to charge me with it, you got to have enough evidence. That whole thing don't make sense to me how Georgia is with this charge room shit.
Hold on. And then on top of that is, I learned today, Georgia's a hearsay state. Hearsay. I didn't know that till today. It came to me 3 times a day.
That's fine. He said he's going to trial though, so they charged you based on hearsay. That's what that is. Right. They charged you based on hearsay, but they got to convict you based on evidence.
Right.
You threw that shit and didn't even ask me anything, and asked what happened on my end and just took her word for it. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna go to court and we're gonna bring out the witnesses and you're gonna bring out your proof and I'm gonna bring out my proof.
Well, it must have been doing that because it didn't affect. See, one thing I learned about today, when you're dealing with a lot of money, motherfuckers not gonna let you get in their way.
Mhm.
Them folks still got their job because I heard it on the radio this morning. Going on the goddamn, going to my journey over there to Wonderland.
Wait a minute, they went to work today?
Yeah, they went to work today. Yeah.
And they was on the radio like nothing ever happened?
Like it ain't one shit going on. So that let me know right there, money ain't stopping. That motherfucker ain't let you stop that money. They're not.
Mhm.
No.
When it's on YouTube, it ain't on TMZ and all of other outlets. It's just on YouTube, which is you know,
Right.
a third of the people out here. So
Right. I got
which my sister happened to see it because I don't know why, because she ain't on YouTube like that. But she started on it was on TikTok. It was on TikTok. That's why it was on TikTok and YouTube.
yeah. So, but that's almost a month away. A couple more days it'll be a month old. So, but
Mhm.
they talking about saying it with it.
On to the next. Huh?
They talking about saying it with us on the news today.
Who? Who they talking about?
The DA that she finna shut everything down to concentrate on Trump. They're not giving nothing but no more indictments, no more nothing. They finna concentrate on Trump. Yeah.
Trump gonna whoop their ass. You was talking about a billionaire. You talking about a billionaire in a Republican state with a Republican governor who is over all of them. She can try to shut some shit down, but that governor can step in on her ass at any time because that governor trumps her.
No, I'm talking about she gonna shut the court system down. I mean,
And she said Trump is gonna whoop their ass. I think they gonna whoop Sonya's ass. See, this type of talk right here. This type of talk right here is probably has something to do with the reason why she has been subpoenaed, and she got to give them, what is it, y'all, 2 years. She's got to give them 2 years worth of documentation at this point from all of the things that she's been uh, writing to Nesto and other people that she's been writing for Nesto and writing about Nesto and anything that she's been getting in and anything that's been going out. And they're making her produce everything that she's ever done. And I'm sure it has something to do with these types of statements right here. Like you so smart and you know everything. Why didn't you know that you was pretty much provoking these people to find something on you? And yeah, I just think by the time they get through with Sonya, she's gonna be in the female side of that place. That's why she has them papers for this type of cap. She acts like she was with him 24/7. Yep. Yep. She gonna have to round up 2 years worth of stuff. He's so jealous. Oh. Yeah, she gonna eat them words. Trump gonna whoop their ass. Really? Okay. She don't have anything going on, y'all. She don't wait a minute. She don't have anything going on, y'all do. Is she supposed to quit her black job because he's in jail? This woman is she really is out of her mind. 2022 to 2025. Man, she's in a tough spot and still going up there to see him and sitting there and acting like nothing is going on. She's not going to do it. She has bragged about keeping everything she has done for him. You think so, Muffin? Well, I think they'll gladly put her in jail for those 20 days. Take her $300, gladly put her in jail for those 20 days to hold her in contempt and still probably come up with the charges that they already know that they have on her. They already know the things that she's done. Let's see. Sylvia has her court with Dana J next month. Oh, and then it's her turn. Oh, okay, that's coming up next month. Wow. 2022 to 2025. That's tremendous. she is going to end up with a felony, in my opinion. I feel like that's what they've already told her. It seems like they didn't say that, but like in a roundabout way, asking her to come up with all that information and then telling her at the end of his statement, like, I can't remember how the statement read, but he basically said, if you do this, that's a felony. And if you do that, this is a felony. So he gave her some parameters to already understand what falls in line as being a felony. And those things, in my opinion, she's done. So I don't know if she's just having like a bad case of denial right now. I hope she doesn't turn in the papers. Well, I don't know. I just don't know that she can. For one thing, I think she's too ornery to take it serious and really try to get them everything that they're asking for. And when she doesn't, then they have cause to hold her in contempt. And then she's not getting a lawyer to help her. So, so she's being ignorant. She's being ignorant and ornery. She's being ignorant and ornery. But I wanted to read y'all this. This is why Nesto keeps bringing up this hearsay matter. So the question is, what is hearsay in what is the hearsay law in Georgia? So it says 24-8-801C. Hearsay is any statement other than one made by the declarant while testifying in the trial or hearing offered to prove the truth of the matter asserted. In other words, hearsay is information heard secondhand. In most cases, hearsay is not allowed as evidence in court because it cannot be verified. So I always wonder, why did Nesto keep on saying, and this is hearsay, and Georgia's a hearsay state. And I just found out Georgia is a hearsay state. So I guess he's saying that they're going to allow people to come in and say things that they heard secondhand, and it's going to be admissible in court. It's going to be real evidence. And, most states don't do that way. But he's saying Georgia does. So he's bothered. He's been bothered by that whole hearsay situation. Because, he knows other people can come up and testify and say, okay, well, I heard this and this person told me this and I heard this and I heard that. And it's all going to be admitted as actual evidence. That legal mail, tampering with witness, etc., felony. Yep. Yeah, and that's why I say, are you in denial? Or are you just like, I don't know. I think she's in denial. I really do. They are they are BSing her on the 20 days. It takes them years to get to your case. Oh, okay. Silly side hen, Esquire for hire, is standing on business about Edith's husband, period. She sure is. How you doing, Miss CLC? Thanks for stopping in. She sure is. And daughter of a legend. Hello, thank you for stopping in. 3 inches. Ooh, what did we say that pertained to 3 inches? He's screwed. 100%. Sonia is an attorney. She is the first graduate of Team U Law Academy. Chin up. I hope it does what it's supposed to do for her, but we all know it's not giving. that Timu law degree is not given at all. That's good. That's good. Thank you for stopping in and having a little chat with us. Okay, let's see what else. So now I just, I still like we've kind of been like removed, kind of far removed from this like time frame of him talking about all this stuff, but by him keep on talking about this hearsay matter, he's really bothered by the fact that um, the evidence is people coming and saying whatever that they have to say. And I guess that's what he's trying to get that point across. Like they're going to be able to just listen to people and admit that as evidence. But we know he doesn't say things like that. He doesn't give you that many details. So we just have to go in and try to figure out why is he so bothered by hearsay? My goodness.
They're gonna fuck the regular people up like us.
Can't do that because everything's got time frame. You can't do that. Everything.
They're gonna come straight on Trump. Yeah.
Trump gonna whoop their ass. You was talking about a billionaire. He's about a billionaire in a Republican state with a Republican governor who is over all of them. She can try to shut some shit down, but that governor can step in on her ass at any time because that governor trumps her.
No, I'm talking about she's gonna shut the court system down. That means they're gonna fuck the regular people up like us.
Can't do that because everything's got time frame. You can't do that. Everything has to be by statute. You can't just try to see how they try to finesse shit and do shit, but they don't look out and do shit like they're supposed to. But they won't do this for Trump. Trying to make a name for herself. She must be trying to run for something higher on the next term. That's the only reason why they go and do shit like this, try to make a name for themselves. Because what did Trump do in Georgia? I'm confused. That voting thing?
Yeah.
What did he do? He said that the vote wasn't like. What did he even do? All he's gonna do is take it to trial, and let me tell you, he's gonna take it to trial. All the jurors is gonna be Republicans because that's who our juries anyway are Republicans, not Democrats. And they're gonna find him not guilty because they like him and they can't stand Biden. So no matter what you try to do, if he do a trial by jury or a trial by judge, and the judge is a cool judge, he gonna get away. You can take me to court. Are you playing?
What?
Mom was talking to Sydney. I've seen her go outside.
Where's the dog at?
Right here. Somewhere.
Oh, okay.
He's somewhere around with her hot ass breath. Man, I made this help with some
Look at Nesto asking about the dog.
Made some more chicken. She ain't touch it. She gonna come back in a body bag is what's gonna happen if she keep it up.
I got to throw a little sugar on there. See, you got to throw a little sugar on there.
And sugar, you throw some shit on there. Okay, boy, I'm gonna throw some sugar on there and see what he do. She was eating them damn French fries at the airport, no problem.
Oh.
She was eating that shit, trying to eat some burger.
Okay.
Oh, what's up with her? And so I'm just short, right?
Huh?
Yeah, your hair is right there. That's what I'm saying. Put some water in the
I'm gonna call you back later.
No, you don't talk to me right now because she's about to get ready for work. I'm about to get in my car. I'm about to get in my car. I'm seeing things in the cash. Oh, you act like I live here.
What'd you say?
Yeah. Don't you take your sandwiches to it? No, I was asking what something was. She's telling me like I know. What is that? Oh, she be talking to me like I know shit and I don't. Man, that one client, I got his eviction, to the server today. He's so worried. So he just still call me back to back.
You know what?
Call me back to back. You call and I don't answer. And he hung up and called right back. I'm sitting here like, why don't you call me back to back? Like, there's no emergency. He said the other people are 12 weeks late. So you about to stress me out because you got tenants that are 2 months, 3 months late in rent. That's crazy. Are you talking?
No, I'm just calling because it's been air. They're climbing over that Nesto. It's just, yeah. It's in my chest. In my chest. think I'm gonna take a quick shower.
What you eat?
Nothing. I had a bologna sandwich earlier. I had to eat that.
Man, I wish I could send you some food in there.
I know it, man. It's been
No, I wish I could DoorDash and some food. I be DoorDashing me some shit every day. Man, they should list you. They should list off here DoorDash.
yeah.
I mean, run it through a machine. I don't know how they gonna, that might be too much to make sure it's no knives or anything in there, but they need to let y'all have DoorDash. They should have it where anybody with no bond or high bond, where they feel like they're gonna be there, it should be a section of the jail where it's. Give me that. I'm gonna take that with me. I need it. I'm gonna take it with me to go over Mello's house.
What time you go to work tomorrow?
I gotta be there at 10:30. It's 15 minutes away from my house, 8 miles away.
Okay.
So that ain't bad. Yeah.
Okay.
So I got my hair in the ponytail.
Yeah, a lot of energy today.
So listen, I feel really great. I feel normal. Did you get my pictures? The back sent you?
The what?
You didn't look. I sent pictures. You didn't look, right? They came through today.
No, I ain't getting nothing. I ain't been here. I just got hit back. I just literally walked in the door.
Aww.
I'll look.
This woman, she haven't paid a bit of attention to anything he's been talking about this whole time. And and this could all be strategic because both of them are playing a game, at the end of the day. So it could be strategic. Maybe she's trying to just thump off everything he's saying, and so she don't have to like feed into what he's saying. He's saying he's been at the how they transport him all day long. So he's been back and forth in this transportation, going to court, sitting for a long time and then being transported back and sitting and waiting and all this stuff. So he's trying to have his complaints and she won't even feed into his complaints. She's bouncing off the walls, talking about this, talking about that. And, so that could be though, because he's trying to tell her he needs another lawyer and he thinks she can do something about it. Meanwhile, she's trying to name drop, talk about Sydney, talk about somebody. Y'all, who is Mello? Who is that? Because I remember Low is Low. Maybe that is Mello, who she's talking about right now. Let me see what y'all are saying. He's lying. He already rented the pics out. Yeah, we know he don't care nothing about them pictures except for selling them to get him some sausage. She's not giving him the sympathy he wants. Yeah, he wants some. He wants somebody to pay attention to him and start feeding into. Even if she lied and start telling him, okay, well, yeah, let's try to start looking for you another lawyer. She's not trying to talk about this situation at all. But then again, he's lying too, because he know good and well he knows who has charged him with this. They don't, and I think he seems to forget too that Sonya been to jail a few times, right? So she know how things go. So I don't know. They just both, and the irony, because they're always talking about other people lying. And they just lie to each other back and forth. She acts like she believes him, and she know good and well when they call you down there and they had you all day long, and you trying to make me think that you don't know who has charged you with this. You lying, sir. That they have told you what you charged with, and they done told you the whole nine. But she's acting like she believes him and half listening and not giving him what he's looking for and not feeding into him needing a lawyer. She just saying whatever she want to say. And I don't know what he thinks. I guess he thinks that she really is just preoccupied. But I don't know, because they both just lying to each other. Okay, so he was the business partner. So maybe Mello is the guy that she's also calling him low in some of the other conversations. Yeah, just they just I don't know, playing some crazy game with each other. Okay, let's see if we can hear. I still don't hear what I thought I wanted to bring up in this call, but we'll see. Maybe it's toward the end.
Give you a break in a minute.
No.
You send a picture of your what? Of your
Oh, no, it's just a picture of the house I sent you. No, it's just a picture of my house that I sent you.
of your house? What house?
Mm-hmm.
The one that's for sale?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That you doing memories of your childhood?
Yeah. Right. Good times. Good times. Good times. Can we go back to 1980 and do a reset? Everybody?
I don't want to go back that far. I don't want to go back.
No? You don't want to go back to 1980?
You know, everybody ain't gonna have a great childhood. I got that part. I understand all that, but if I
No?
just start all over with another kind of world,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
A whole other world. That's what I told you. Out the country. Out the
I ain't talking
country.
about that part. I'm just talking about I'm just reflecting on my life right now while I was sitting out in that fucking wholesale. Next
Mm-hmm.
your life is fucked up.
It is fucked up.
Yeah, that's the real
Well,
thing
you
about that.
didn't fuck it up. It just is fucked up because you didn't do the shit. So you didn't fuck it up. It is fucked up just because of the accusations. But like I say, all of this stuff got to be proven. And so a person
I
can.
ain't talking about that part. I'm talking about, what I'm saying is that maybe I should have been a janitor or something. Everybody laugh and step on. Or maybe I should just been a nigga just sitting out there, because we did pass over there by the stadium where motherfucking homeless sitting outside out there, or some old motherfucker sitting out there drinking beer all day. I'm saying to myself, maybe I should have did some shit like that. I wouldn't have nothing to worry about.
Right, it's a simple life, but not really because it's your company. That's what it is. It was your company. I don't sit on the stoop and go. I just stay away from people. That's all. You just gotta look at people and know who the fuck to stay away from.
Well, you know what? I tell you.
That's all. Your company, your surroundings is what got you fucked up. You met that girl, your co-defendant, and didn't do the research to see what type of person she really was, and just believe what came out her mouth because she know how to sell it. And then you got your daughter, which is your kid, and you was trying to do the right thing, and that turned out to blow up in your face. And then that whole stepdaughter thing, you gotta
load up in my face.
Yeah, the thing with that is when you date somebody and they people don't like you, you got to stay still fucking clear, especially if it's a female, because they're very vindictive. And when you see a certain side of them, sometimes that means, what, love you, but I ain't about to get caught up with no bullshit with this one right here. I'm not, because I know how people are. I've seen it happen where they just lie on people and send them to jail with a smile on their face, not even caring that they're ruining somebody's life, And that's just like if somebody it's like murdering you in a sense when people do that shit.
That's true. Because then I was sitting on the bus and I say, this dude, old dude, he look like Ethiopian, but he black. So I sat down on the bus with him. I said, man, where you from? I'm from New York, man. I said, well, damn, you look the clean cut, got your breast weight. Can you tell you were locked up somewhere, chain gang, somewhere. Yeah, man, I just came back for 15, 16 years, I gave it back to him. And I said, well, how long you been locked up this time? He said, I've been locked up 4 years trying to overturn my case, still trying to overturn my case in Fulton County Jail. 60 years old. He looked 80. Oh, hell.
How old was he? Oh, he was 60.
60. I said to myself, damn.
That shit aged.
Man, look here, man. I had to scratch my head. I said, man, shut the fuck up. I was telling myself, shut the fuck up. Man spent 16 years of his life in chain gang.
Yeah. I'm telling you, one guy that just got out a couple months ago spent 20 years on a false conviction fighting it, and they finally overturned it. And then now he's suing, and I think he got like $10 million or something to that sort. But man, I'll be suing everybody. The girls that did the false accusation, you getting sued. I don't give a fuck what you got. Any dollar you make is gonna be mine from here on out. I'm suing you. I'm suing you. I'm suing you. I'm suing every fucking body.
He love this talk right here. He love to hear her talk like that.
Why you told me you're getting gone?
I sat down because Titi went upstairs and I was done cleaning, so I just sit and talk to you. I figured out where the dog at.
Okay.
Is she upstairs?
You done had a full day today. That's good. You kept yourself super busy.
I had a full day today. My summons came back. I was happy for that. I did like 20 minutes of work today. I'm going to pay off. I got to pay my phone bill, pay my credit card down today. And where the fuck you been? Where was you at? And then your stuff is fine, right? You don't need anything. No, that's it. Tomorrow I gotta work on your thing tomorrow since you went to court today. I just gotta call the public defender's office and give them your case number and have somebody looking to, take on your case. Start now.
Yeah. Because I don't say
somebody like who?
You just gotta stay on what's the name because Lewis don't like to talk to me, so or they don't respond. So that's you're gonna have to deal with, which is the lesser of the problem, but apparently you're gonna have to just, handle them there. But I'll do whatever, needs to be done on the other end. I didn't hear from your brother today, so
you ain't gonna hear that. There's too much going on out there.
Listen, it's a lot going on, but I don't know. Sometimes you gotta, I don't know. Some things gotta be put on hold for other things. That's what that is.
Yeah, this is true.
But I mean, this thing of it is, as long as when we go to trial, he show up for court because he's gonna need to come to a character witness for all parties involved.
Yeah.
All parties involved.
First I got to get on this Texas lawyer. I know I'll be sitting here for 4 months. I know this. I know that for sure. Cause they say, oh, listen to the Chinese people, jail people, cause they know. They say half of the jail damn near is full of murderers. I said, what for bodies? That's what they say right now.
It's Fulton County?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, but everybody's still on the clock. You have to. That's why they do that shit too. Because once it hits an indictment, they have so many days to see the thing through. But like I say, when you file for a speedy trial, that sets the clock. They gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go. They got to throw that shit out. No, you gotta go. You gotta do it. And how you gonna? So what they gonna have? All 20 assistant DAs on Trump's case? It's not that much investigating to do.
I don't know. That's what they say. I mean, that's what they told me today.
Go ahead, girl.
I wasn't here.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. So what did your girl say? What's her advice to you? Let me hear that part. Since
she didn't say. No, she didn't say anything. When she would say some things, and she was like, "Damn, look at you! You got all the answers." I was like, "Sure do," and she was just like, So, nothing. I mean, she knows, like I know. You can't believe everything that's out there because she's in the radio world, and she knows how gossip and how that shit go.
Oh, absolutely.
And there's two sides to everything. Just because you got an accusation on it is true.
Okay, so let's
that is partially true. It could be 1,000% wrong.
Let's hear what her part is. Oh, is she gonna leave? Is she gonna stay? What's she gonna do? Let me hear that part. Yeah, that's the biggest thing.
To see what's Shirley gonna do.
Yeah. I know she asked you that.
Hold on, let me think. No, she think it's nothing that serious. She's like, compared to Wendy Williams, this isn't bad. You know, that's what you said. But Wendy Williams, yeah, because he had a whole baby on him. But I mean, that's kind of the norm. People getting pregnant on somebody. That's
Oh,
cheating
that's
and get
normal.
somebody pregnant. That's the normal fuck up. The normal fuck up is somebody putting their hands on you, cheating on you, and having a baby on you. Oh, that's not saying it's right, but that's just normal. You see that mostly when people have issues in a relationship. Is that
That.
yeah? So and then it's
But see, the thing is, too, Sonya don't never be having no relationship. What she call it? Borrowing somebody else's man. So, of course she think all that's normal and it's just, that's just what happens and all that type of thing. Cause she's the one that's on the side of making stuff like that happen for other people. She don't be having her own relationship. So she don't really, she don't care. She don't care one way or the other how people's relationships turn out and mess up and all of that, because the man that she have is always somebody else's man. He's talking about this lady that Sonya. So earlier in this conversation, Sonya was telling him that she's friends with a lady that's in the radio world, and as she puts it, that knows Patti LaBelle. That's like friends with Patti LaBelle. So Sonya is not supposedly friends with Patti LaBelle, but she's supposed to be friends with this other lady or some type of acquaintance with this lady that knows Patti LaBelle. And she has talked to her, and she told Nesto that she knows about you. She knows who you are and that we deal with each other and all of that. So now Nesto is trying to get Sonya to tell him, well, what's the feedback from the lady? What does she think about all this? And so all Sonya can say is she thinks it's normal. I guess that's what she's trying to say. She thinks it's normal. It's not a big deal, whatever y'all are doing. And people lie. I'm just trying to figure out, where's the lie? Where is the lie? Like, you done told the lady y'all deal with each other. And the lady should know, even if Sonya didn't say we have something going on, which I believe early in the conversation she did. But what you doing talking to this lady's husband, and you're talking to him while he's in jail. You met him before you went to jail, and you're all up in the mix of his business and everything. What else is she gonna think? I mean, ain't nobody crazy. That's the funny thing to me about Sonya, is that uh she has much less sense than Nesto, because he knows what people know and what they think. And, he's well aware of when people know somebody like her is in the mix, what they're thinking. Now, he tries to redirect people and make them think, oh, that's business. Oh, that's just somebody that I'm doing some business with. Oh, that's just somebody that I'm mentoring. Oh, that's just somebody that I'm helping. He tries to put them in a slot so that he can try to throw you off, but he knows what people are going to think when it's a woman around and you're close to this woman. He already knows that. Sonya likes to gaslight people and just make everybody else think that they're crazy, when we all know, if you're not some type of a family relative and you don't maneuvered your way in this close, then it's some type of reason having to do with something that's not cool for a married man. So let's see. Accusation doesn't mean it's true. Okay. And so, but she doesn't like when she is cheated on. Oh yeah, she says she's not going to be able to take that. And then, like, is this even true, this woman that supposedly knows Patti LaBelle and all that? Because, like, I said what I said was saying earlier, this was at the time when she was name dropping. She was a big business lady. She was opening clubs. She was meeting investors. So this could just be something to feed in to keep making him think she's important. So, this whole lady, whoever she's trying to pass her off as, could be a whole she could be a whole phantom. She could be not even in existence for real. Okay. So yeah. If you haven't already, please like the video. Help me get some engagement so that the algorithm can let the people know about the channel a little bit more. All right, let's finish playing this out. But yeah, this is a real this call. I guess the reason why I wanted to play it too, now that I'm listening to it back, is that it just does have so many like twists and turns in it. So let's see what the final thoughts are of this call.
Communication and not compatible, grew apart, and sex is not, matching up. I mean, one want to fuck and one don't.
Right, but they never confronted me about it.
Hold on. Hold on. Let's hear this again. She's so horrid. She's a horrid woman. Once again, see this type of stuff about one want to do something and one don't. That's hearsay. If you are a woman talking to some lady's man and he's telling you that type of stuff, that's hearsay. You don't know if that's true. Matter of fact, you shouldn't even believe that. Like, don't even believe that if somebody tells you what's going on with them and their woman. Oh, thank you so much, Muffin218, for the looks like a super sticker. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. But yeah, I really don't. This is something that I really don't like. Women talking to somebody else's man and then believing the man. So before I stopped it, she was talking about what goes on in relationships and why people, end up stepping out on a relationship or whatever she was saying. Well, if you listening to that explanation from the man, then you don't you don't know what you listening to, because he can just as easily just be telling you something to motivate you to want to do better than what he's saying that he's getting. But you don't know what he's really getting at home. You don't know what his home situation really is. And if he's trying to manipulate you to get something out of you, his wife doesn't have to have done anything wrong or withheld anything or something be wrong with her or anything. It doesn't have to be any of that. He could just be simply trying to manipulate you so he can get something extra. And it really bothers me that, when people take what this cheating man is saying that's over here talking to you, he don't even have no business in this conversation with you, and especially telling you about something that's going on between him and his wife. And you believe in it as if it's, pure gold or something. Like, why would you even be believing him? Because he is 9.8 times out of 10 just trying to motivate you to do better than what he's saying he's already getting. And he's just tricking you out your shoes, really. So that is just, it's just always so silly to me when people listen to that type of talk. Bingo. Come on, Miss CLC. Bingo. At the big age over 50. Yep. That's Sonya. You said, I believe she is a singer, but has the connections. Okay. 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 Sonya is name dropping and gaslighting Nesto. She still has not opened a business. From 2022 to 2025. Don't you know if she could do anything, she would have already done it. All she really could do is go pick up and move to Atlanta. And she had good justification to do it because she did have 2 kids there. All dogs that cheat had a story. It's like a what? Yeah, had a story about their wives. Like, to me, that's low down anyway. You sitting here running, it's your wife. How you gonna be running down your wife to somebody else? But that's what happens when people are trying to get what you're trying to get. You got to say something. But just because he's willing to give you a story, that don't mean that you need to listen to it and believe it.
So Wendy Williams, yeah, because he had a whole baby on him. But I mean, that's kind of the norm. People getting pregnant on somebody. That's cheating and get somebody pregnant. That's the normal fuck up. The normal fuck up is somebody putting their hands on you, cheating on you, and having a baby on you. Oh, that's not saying it's right, but that's just normal. You see that mostly when people have issues in a relationship. Is that? Yeah. So, and then it's communication and not compatible, grew apart, and sex is not matching up. I mean, one want to fuck and one don't.
Right, but they never confronted me about anything. They never confronted me about anything. I don't know if I told you that. Never confronted me about anything.
So was more so concerned about what? What was her biggest concern?
Job and Big Dummy, Big Bird. You know what I'm talking about?
Who is Big Dummy and Big Bird? Let me see. He says Shirley never confronted him about anything. She never confronted me about anything. So does that mean that he thinks that she knew things and she just was letting him get away with it? Or maybe she didn't confront you about nothing because she wasn't trying to find anything. Now, if Shirley would have been trying to find something, looking into things and stuff like that, I think she would have certainly found it because it was there to be found. But I think Shirley might have been the type that just wasn't really looking for nothing. You give me the story. You give me your story. I'm trying to believe your story and going about my business, and and just get out of you what the things that I need out of you. I think that might have been her way. I don't think she was necessarily looking for no trouble. And that's, if he's even telling the truth, then I think that's probably what he's saying. Well, she didn't confront you about nothing because you always was lying and giving her something, you was always giving her some type of explanation. And so that's probably why she never confronted you about nothing. But he wants to try to make it look to Sonya like, or that's how it's coming off to me, like she didn't really care about nothing I was doing. Them folks is tired of the jail ish. And then I said what I said. He talking about Steve and Debbie or possibly Sheridan. Okay, I think at this point in 2023, I think he's talking about Sheridan because that would make sense. Because at this point, Shirley has so he could be mad about, but I don't think he ever expressed to Sonya how much he didn't like Debbie. So I feel like every time he was talking about Debbie, he was talking about Debbie to Lamont, and maybe even that other one, uh, Dre. And maybe even, I don't even think he talked about Debbie to his son that much. But Sheridan would make sense because he absolutely hates Sheridan. He don't have no love for Sheridan. He never liked Sheridan. I think he just saw Sheridan as somebody that was getting a whole bunch of money that he didn't have access to because it was automatically going to Sheridan. So my vote, I should have done a poll on this. My vote would be Sheridan on this one. It's only a couple of more minutes, so we can like listen to it again. Let me see.
But I mean, that's kind of the norm. People getting pregnant on somebody. That's cheating and get somebody pregnant. That's the normal fuck up. The normal fuck up is somebody putting their hands on you, cheating on you, and having a baby on you. Oh, that's not saying it's right, but that's just normal. You see that mostly when people have issues in a relationship. Is that? Yeah. So, and then it's communication and not compatible, grew apart, and sex is not, matching up. I mean, one want to fuck and one don't.
Right, but they never confronted me about anything. They never confronted me about anything. I don't know if I told you that. Never confronted me about anything.
So was more so concerned about what? What was her biggest concern?
Job and Big Dummy, Big Bird. You know what I'm talking about?
He's talking about Sheridan. I think that's my vote.
Yeah. Yep.
Was she concerned? Was she concerned at all about you?
No, that's over with. No.
I mean, still.
Listen, man, I don't really care about that. I don't care about that. I've been saying this, but
No, you don't. You know what you said before you got locked up? A couple of times you mentioned divorce, but then you changed the subject. So I would never make you elaborate.
Okay,
I'm like, if he want to talk about something, then talk about it. I'm not going to make him or ask him anything. Whatever it is, if he ever want to talk, he'll talk. You'll say something and then you won't say nothing else.
Well, here's the thing. My thing is, I thought about it today, sitting there saying for 8 hours about my motherfucking self.
And then there's Sheridan
when
and
you say
Steve.
things, you devote yourself to things. People let their mouth say.
Big Dummy.
You have 1 minute remaining.
They do another. You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's the part that really, the traditional shit is flew out the window for me. That's what I'm trying to say. So a lot of things that is I'm making notes. It's a book I want to read. It's called 1619 Project. It's about the new age of slavery. So what's going on? Donald Trump tried to ban the book.
Really?
Yeah, he tried to ban the book. But the old guy put me onto it. So I'm gonna get that book. I'm gonna read it.
Are you calling me right back?
I can't. I'll wait. I don't know how much you get until you get home.
No, it's only 7:30.
Because I need to see what's going on. You can't see what's going on.
Oh yeah, that's true. I love you. Oh well, shit. All right, call me at 10 o'clock.
Okay, cool. Love you.
Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and turn notifications on.
Oh, Mike wasn't on. Okay, so I was just saying he introduced that book, and he just threw that in the middle, so he didn't really finish his thought. But he was talking about being tired of the traditional thing. So I was trying to figure out too, is he talking about marriage? Like, what is he talking? What's the traditional thing that he's tired of? But I guess he probably would want to start telling Sonya he's tired of. Okay, so July 2023, Shirley done checked out. He's making Sonya into his woman. He's trying to work her into like giving him money and stuff like that for lawyers. I mean, but he thinks she has some money. So he thinks she has access to some money. So, and then he's telling her, I just have decided I'm tired of this traditional stuff. And then still don't see what the point of him telling her Shirley never confronted him. I don't know. When you know you was lying to the lady all the time and giving excuses. So yeah, thank you. I looked at this mic. It's always supposed to be lit up. Do y'all have this one? It gives different colors when it's on. And then so I looked down and I was like, ooh, no colors. I'm not being heard. But yeah, she spends more than $600 a month on calls and text messages. Wow. Thank y'all. Okay, so that's 2 votes for Steve. And you know what? Yeah, he could be talking about she cared more about her job and Big Dummy. So that could definitely be Steve, because you're concerned about making sure you do your job, and you're there and available for whatever Steve wants to do, whether it be travel, whether it be go, different places or go on air at different times. So yeah, it could definitely be Steve. But this is why it's annoying when people won't tell him they don't know what he's talking about, because y'all don't know what he's talking about. I mean, we're all listening to the call now. We see the whole way that the call is panning out. So when you say she cared about her job and Big Dummy, okay, and then he's like, you know who I'm talking about? No, don't nobody know who you're talking about. Sonya don't know. We don't know. Don't nobody know who you're talking about. And nobody ever says, no, I don't know. Who are you talking about? So, and it couldn't be because people are going to be listening to these calls because you don't care about the other stuff you be saying. Thank y'all. Let's see. Yeah, the traditional. I think he's talking about marriage too. I think he's probably priming her to not, start talking to him about getting married if he gets out of this whole situation or whatever. Because, he knows he's married about 8 different times over right now. He knows that. So he don't need nobody else coming to him talking about marriage, because he said it to Dre also. Oh, okay. Steve and Debbie. Okay. This would have been a good poll, but I think it's almost about even on the 4 people he could be talking about. And I think it's probably a few more votes for Steve than anything. Lamont does. So yeah. So this was a crazy call. They had all different types of conversations going at the same time. And I just still think, all in all, Sonya, she really does not care. Um, she cares about Sonya. So really, you got two people that just really they talking at each other and through each other and around each other, but they really don't care about each other. The real crazy thing is that she thought, I don't know what she thought she was doing in this situation all this time, playing these games, but now she has really looped herself in, and she gonna have a time getting out. If she's able to get out without getting into any trouble, she's gonna have to spend some money. That's just my opinion, but that's how it seems to me. Like she's gonna have to spend some money if she's really gonna um, figure her way out of this and get a lawyer to help her navigate her way out. And if she's not willing to spend any money getting herself a lawyer, then they're gonna take her through the ringer. You know what comes to mind? Remember that time when she told Nesto she was smart, and he said, "Okay, smart." And see, that's she thinks she's smart. She's happy that she's getting attention. I agree. This is the wrong attention. This is the wrong attention. You don't got the attention of Nesto for all these years. Now you getting the attention of the prosecuting attorney in the case. She thought she was getting the attention of Crail for a minute. I really do think Crail was, if Crail was talking to her, what do y'all think about Crail? I think if Crail was talking to her, he was talking to her so he can get her to talk, so get information from her, and try to really see what was going on. Because, and then they're so crazy. Initially, they told Crail that Sonya was his cousin, and then later on, Sonya told Crail that they were best friends. So if Crail was talking to her, I think he was talking to try to get the truth. And I think once Crail really saw what was going on, I think Crail might have been part of the reason why Shirley left him alone all the way, because I could see him trying to tell Shirley, and I don't know if it was straight out, because didn't they? I do remember Crail taking Shirley to lunch or something like that too. So I don't know. I could just really see Crail being like, you know what? I'm gonna tell her what's going on. I might not make all the money, but at least I get to keep some of the money, and I think she should know what's going on. He might not be like that upstanding of a person or whatever, but I just think he could have, because it kind of all started coming together too around the same time that Shirley ended up checking out. So let's see, what do y'all think? I would love to know what happened there. Yeah, I don't think he had real interest in Sonya. I really don't. But they do say Crail is blind. Is Crail blind? Y'all, it's time for me to take these eyelashes off. These eyelashes have run their course for today. It's over. But yeah, they said that Crail is legally blind. I just think if Crail was talking to her, if he was even entertaining conversations and stuff like that, because he is a lawyer, now he's smart for real. So my best guess is he was talking to her, trying to let her talk. We know Sonya loves to talk. So he was talking and letting her talk, because we also know Crail didn't get a chance to say much. If he was talking to Sonya, she was doing all the talking. And he was letting her go on and on and on and on until he could figure out what exactly is going on here. And I also think that in Nesto, you have a client that won't tell you nothing, which makes him hard to defend. So at the end of the day, y'all got something going on. I got a prominent lady here that's connected to somebody that, he may respect Steve Harvey or whatever. And I see, I got somebody that's a scammer, like he's basically in here on some scamming type stuff. So I'm listening to this lady, listening, finally figure out what type of time she's on and him. So I see that basically this a game he been running on Shirley. And this lady right here, he running game on her as well, but she's more the kind that's like kind of helping him run game. So let me just take my money and get out this situation. I'm not going to be able to win anyway because this dude he's not forthcoming. He's not going to give me nothing to work with to help do anything. And maybe he just didn't want to keep taking bad money. You know how they say all money ain't good money. Maybe he just didn't want to keep taking, that bad money like that from Shirley. I'm sure he took his fair share. But let's see what y'all think. Okay, I said what I said. I'm in love with a scammer. Man, I believe Krell was fishing for info. I do, because I don't think Legally Blonde. Yeah, I don't think that Krell likes Sonya. I really don't think that. But I do think he knows how to get information out of people. Pull them off. Yeah, they on their last little bit with me. Yeah, Krill help Cotton Candy keep her black job. I hope so. I hope so. And Sonya, that's another ratchet thing she was doing. So you on the phone with your man's attorney till 4 a.m. in at least one instance that she told him about. So you on the phone with him till 4 a.m. And then I don't know. You just think it's okay to tell your man that you was on the phone with another man until 4 a.m. And I don't know. Maybe that's when she was on some, well, if we can, kind of like half pimping. Maybe she was on some half pimping, like, if this is going to help you, if this is going to help him help you, then I'll, that's what I'm doing, talking to him. I don't know what they was doing. It's crazy. I think that's why she, what in him? What side in him? He likes Shirley better. Oh. Yeah, was mad. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, because I think if Krell, I really do think this too. I think if Krell would have really been showing some signs of really liking Sonya, and that, it could really like go somewhere, then I know she's not above going along to see where that could have gone. He fell asleep on her. Yeah. Yeah, I know she would have. So yeah, he was probably just talking to see what all would end up coming out, and he found out, and we found out that how you gonna go from Nesto, like y'all got an agreement, you the cousin. So why did you change Sonya from being the cousin to that's my best friend? What is wrong with her? Why, you know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't she just go along with the cousin story? Because she got to be more important than that. She don't want She don't want to just be the cousin. She wants to be like, yeah, I'm, this is something that we do and we're friends. Because she's got to let people know that she's somewhat in competition with Shirley. She's one up on Shirley. Hell, Buckwheat was happy about her talking to Krell till 4 a.m. He told her to put them blueberries out so Krell could see him. Yeah, I guess that's the half pimping I'm talking about. They're, well, January 2025. That's why they're in the position that they're in. And I'm pretty sure when this all started out, Nesto thought that he was going to just hurry up and get Shirley to hurry up and get him out of there on bond. And then I don't know what he was going to do. I don't know if he thought he was going to skip out on bond. I'm sure he never thought that it would get this bad with all these other cases and charges and stuff. I think he just thought, okay, I'm going to hurry up, get out on bond, and maybe I can just float from state to state. And, and that would have been bad because then Shirley would have been, well, I think you're out of your money anyway. When you get somebody out on bond and you don't pay the whole amount, you lose the money anyway. You don't lose property and you don't lose the entire bond. But when you do that percent of the bond, that's gone. You lose that. So yeah, that would have just been money down the drain. Because I think, especially when some of all these other things started coming out, he would have just been on the run for the rest of his life. I think. I don't think he would have continued to show up for court and stuff like that, and they lock him back up, and I don't think he would have done it. Cotton Candy and the bail bondman would have lost money. Yeah. Yep, because he, one thing about Nesto, he know what he been doing. Like it's all alleged for us and everything, but he know all that stuff he been doing. And so I just think he was like, "Ooh, if I can get out of here, they not gonna never catch me." And you think about it, he don't really have jobs. He don't really have stuff in his own name. So, I'm pretty sure he knew he could figure his way around if he didn't get caught for something, for doing another crime. But I don't think he was going to keep showing up to bail, to like hearings and all that type of stuff, to showing up to court, knowing that they was probably going to charge him with something else because he got all this stuff hanging out there. So yeah, y'all. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. Everybody seems to be in great mental health behind TikTok being gone, and at least everybody on here, I didn't see anybody say, "Oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do because I don't have TikTok anymore." But if you don't know what you're gonna do, just come on over here to YouTube, look around. Find you some content over here that you like that is similar to what you partake in on TikTok. YouTube pretty much has it all too. It's just that you may not see it, but if you look for whatever it is you're looking for on YouTube, you will probably find it. It has all the different things. You just have to get into that sector, and then the algorithm starts getting used to what you want to see, and then you start seeing what you want to see, even over here. So yeah. And so for all of us Nesto watchers, we'll just keep on watching to see what else is going to be coming out. And I think we have to wait until the summertime in order for us to get back into his court dates and stuff. I said what I said. He's in the South. Then marshals would have caught up with him. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. But, you know, people do stay on the run until the day that they get caught up with. Yes, hey April B, thank you for coming in. Yes, have a good night, everybody. I'm going to wash my face and get these eyelashes off of here. Because at a certain point, I don't know if you wear eyelashes, at a certain point, they just start bothering you. And coming off in like one area and then staying attached in another area. And yes, you know what? I said what I said. What you're saying about your computer, it reminds me of when I first was getting on to StreamYard and I was on my laptop, and the laptop, I was first I was just on Wi-Fi. Then I said, okay, maybe if I hook straight into the if I hook straight into the Wi-Fi with the cord. I tried that, and it just used to be terrible, lagging and just cutting me off and everything. And then I wasn't able to hold the stream until I got on desktop. So I'm sure everything is going to be fine when you get your computer, because my laptop wouldn't do it either. I think it might have been just the age of it, and it probably needed updates and probably needed to get some, what do you call those things? The viruses. I probably needed more virus protection. I probably needed a lot of stuff. But yes, good night, everybody. Thank y'all for coming in. Let's see, next week, Muffin, my new PC, will be here Tuesday. Okay, great. Yes, and yes, before you go, please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, you bought a gaming PC? Oh, you bought a good one. Yep, those are really good. And they have a lot of capacity, right, for the gaming streamers. So yeah, that should be perfect. All right, everybody. Well, thank you for joining me. And I'll be watching to see what we're going to review next. And I will see you on the next one. Bye.